Hey guys, I'm back. It's been a while since I made a video, and there's reason for that to be happening. Most of it is due to either me not being able to find stuff, or me not being able to find the amount of stuff that I want, I should say, to make a video or to warrant a video. And then the other reason is just, availability to make these videos. I work 32 to 40 hour weeks, so I don't really have the chance to do much in those terms. I'm kind of in a new space right now. I'm in a different shooting space, I should say. Still in the same home. I'm just creating the video out in my kitchen instead. A little bit better lighting, a little bit better viewing angle. Anyways, I have a lot of stuff to show now. It's kind of a combination of everything that I've gotten within the past few months, I guess you could say, 1 or 2 months. So I did pick some stuff up recently that I will show last, and then the stuff that I picked up within the past 2 months, I will show you as well. Now it's not going to be in any particular order just because I'm not too sure. I don't remember what kind of order I picked it up in, so don't expect any kind of order. Otherwise I should know what item came from or which item came from. So just take it with a piece of mind or a grain of salt. Okay, so really these past few months have been defined by NES games. I think I've jumped from 60 to up to 120 NES games within the past 2 months, just from the garage sales alone over the past few months. No shortage of NES games. I'm really getting frustrated though because NES isn't one of my bigger consoles. I'd probably say GameCube and Super Nintendo are probably my biggest consoles that I'm collecting for. But I really can't complain because it's just building up another collection that I have. So let's get started. Let's start off with NES games. So this first stack here is from one sale. I don't remember if I've shown this yet, but this is just from one sale that a competitor went with me to, and we asked if they had any games. They brought out a stack of games that they wanted to get rid of, and the ones I got were Back Xanadu, one I don't have yet, and surprisingly one that I don't have yet, Super Mario Bros. 2. And both of these are really great shape. Next stack of NES games. So I believe this is from the same day. This was a couple months ago, so I can't remember. But I pull up a sale. Most of the time with garage sales, I usually never see games out that often, so I usually have to ask. Once again, I asked, and they happen to have some old games. They had 2 systems and some games. I didn't really need any more systems, and they didn't look in the greatest condition, but I picked up a stack of games. Unfortunately, there was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 in there, Mutants Manhattan or whatever, or the Manhattan Project, I should say. I already have the game, but it would have been nice to pick up just for like trading purposes. Unfortunately, when I bought it, or when I tried to buy it, he said he wanted to keep that one. So, but these are the other games that I got out of the lot. I think it was, so for the last games, it was like $5 for the both, and then this stack was $20 for them all. So I got Bases Loaded, Gauntlet 2, got Breakthrough, Wrecking Crew, that's a really nice one to see, Little Nemo Dream Master, you got RoboCop, you got Tiger Heli, and Dungeon Magic Sword of the Elements. So like I said, 8 games about there, $20, not a bad deal. So let's get on to something that's non-NES. So these PS2 games here, but not in the shot, but these first set of PS2 games are from a garage sale. They had a stack sitting there, and some of them were marked, some of them weren't. I asked what they wanted on the stack. I believe I was able to get the whole stack for $10. So let's Let me make sure I have the right one. So this whole stack was $10. Most of them complete. Some of them are in okay shape. Star Wars Episode 3, Summoner 2, I know that one's complete. I'm not going to show everyone just because I don't have the time. Twist of Metal Head On, as you see that one was marked with $1. Legacy of Kain Defiance. Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 2. Ratchet Deadlocked. Devil May Cry 2. Star Wars Battlefront. Sorry. That's going to go in the next pile. My bad. You got Sly 2 and Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. So that stack was $10. I believe I also got Wind Waker in that same lot, but I got rid of that a while back, so I don't have it to show. And then these next games, these are just random games from thrift stores and half-price books. One of them's from Half Price Books, the rest are from Pawn Shop, I believe. The first few games are actually really pretty good. Dark Cloud 2, I'll show that one. That one's complete, and it also had a PS2 memory card, first party memory card, a green one, so that was good to get. That was $4. I think all of these games were $4. There. Dark Cloud 1. From the Pawn Shop. Maximo, the one I tried to show before, that was $4. And Twisted Metal Black. And all of these were complete in great shape, so not bad for $4 a piece. And then the one game I found from Half Price Books was Soul Calibur 2. I think I actually have. Oh, there's a few other games from Half Price Books. Let me grab those real quick. So those two games from the other games from Half Price Books were Mickey Mouse World of Illusion, not complete, and Quackshot. So not a bad deal for those games. All right, what's next? So the next lot. So now we're getting into the past few weeks. Obviously, like I said, I could have made a video for those last items, but I still didn't feel comfortable, and I didn't have the time to make a video for the last few items. So these last few weeks haven't been too great, but I found some decent stuff in combination with these last few things. It hasn't been bad. So at the last sale of the day from this week, I believe 2 weeks ago, I didn't really find anything at all. So I was really thinking of giving up. So I get to this sale, ask if they have any games. She said, I think I may have a couple consoles lying around that I don't use anymore. So she brings out a box full of stuff. And then one of the things in the box was original Xbox. Pretty rough shape. I didn't know if it worked. We'll get to that in a second. And then a fat PS2. Really rough shape. Once again, didn't know it worked. The drawer there, or the tray, is just really busted up. So I really didn't want to buy it because, in all honesty, I don't need another Xbox and a PS2, especially a fat one that has the tray broken. It also came with all the accessories like 2 Xbox controllers, a PS2 multi-tap, a couple PS2 controllers. So she was like, I really don't know if this stuff works. If you make me an offer on the controllers or stuff and the accessories, I'll probably take it for everything. So I offered her $5 for the box. The box also, the big thing for me was the box also had a slim PS2 box. There was no slim PS2 there, but I did have a slim PS2 at home that I already slid in this box. So I offered her $5 for everything. She took it without hesitation. So that wasn't too bad there. $5 for that stack of stuff. All right, and then the very next sale, like I said, I didn't have too much luck before. The very next sale I stop at, ask if they have games. They do. So and took a bit for those games to come out. The son was half asleep, and whenever the mom had asked, like, hey, do you have any games you want to get rid of, he went up twice before he brought out anything. She started mentioning Sega Saturn, so I was really interested, but I was there for about an hour waiting for just these games, so I didn't want to hang around. I left my phone number, but I didn't get any contact back. But the stack of NES games, once again, this stack was $25. A lot of good games in this stack. I'm gonna go ahead and show you. Wheel of Fortune featuring Vanna White, Dig Dug 2, Bases Loaded 3, Spy Hunter in really terrible shape, Jackal, Cubert, Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf, Operation Wolf, Russian Attack. Some of these are in really nice shape. RC Pro-Am, Defender 2, and then these are the best ones, of course. You got Legend of Zelda Gold card, and Adventure Link Zelda 2 Gold card. So $25 for about 12 to 13 games, not a bad deal. Couldn't pass that up. So then, this past weekend, once again, not too great. It took a few sales to find something. So I was pretty disappointed with the week overall, but more NES games, like I said. So let's start off with these, the crap first, I guess you could say. Not too bad finds, I guess. But once again, nothing to brag about, I guess you could say. So the first thing that I found of the day was this random assortment of cords. When I got there, this garage sale was packed, and I didn't think I was going to find anything. But I found in the corner a GameCube controller, Xbox 360 wireless adapter, which I needed, and a GameCube Game Boy Advance link cable. That stack of stuff was $2. I had asked if she had any other games. She said she got rid of them on eBay. She said she sold them for a lot of money. She had Super Nintendo, N64, all that. So that kind of made me mad, but oh well. And then at the next sale, where I found stuff, they had nothing but closeout. So I had to ask just in case, because there's a teenager there. So you never know, and he did happen to have stuff that he wanted to get rid of. First thing is Darksiders 2 sealed. I think this came from the 360 box set. So, Little Big Planet on PSP, and Gran Turismo on PSP. So I asked if he had any other stuff. He said no. All that stuff was $5. I start walking away from the sale, and he was like, "Did you want to go and buy the PSP too?" And I said, "Sure, why not?" The PSP didn't really come with anything other than those games, but it's a really nice PSP 3000 system. Works and everything. Probably the cleanest PSP that I've seen, so I'm probably going to keep this one. It's hard to find kind of PSPs in this good condition nowadays, so. But that was $10 for the PSP, and then $5 for the other games, so not a bad deal for $15. And then the last sale of the day, more NES games, like I said. So I go up to the sale, ask, hey, do you have any old video games that you want to get rid of? And he happens to say, yeah, I have an old NES. And he started talking about the pin issue, saying that his old NES doesn't work, and he didn't know if he was going to be able to get it fixed. So he obviously asked me if I could fix it. I said, yeah, sure, if you want to sell it. He said, I'm pretty sure I don't want to sell it. I'm sorry. But then I asked, is there any old games that you want to just get rid of, that maybe, like, just because I really collect the games? And he ended up bringing out a box full of stuff, like a Tupperware crate. It was kind of mixed in with VHS and other crap and wires. So I wasn't really too sure what I was going to find, but what he brought out was actually really surprising. So, let's start out with loose games. Maybe a little bit of a spoiler. You got WrestleMania, Tecmo Bowl, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. One that I did not own yet, Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. I'm really happy about that one. 1942. And Metroid. Now I said loose games. He also had 2 boxes for games, and luckily those 2 games were there too. I had found the boxes first, and I was digging through the box trying to find the games, and I happened to find the games and the manuals for them. They are not in the best shape because they were stuffed in the box, but still complete in-box games, NES games from 1985-ish. I can't complain. First one blew me away when I first saw it. Ninja Gaiden, not in the best shape. The top is really rough. The cart is actually not too bad. Try to bring it out here. But you can tell the box has been smushed. So that's kind of sad. But it did have the styrofoam piece in there still, so I guess that's not too bad. But the game is actually in decent condition, not in rough shape. And then it came with a manual, like I said. And then the other game was kind of a similar condition. I'm not going to take it out of the box just because these boxes are in rough shape as is. Put this back in here. But the next game is Rygar. Once again, this one's probably in better shape than Ninja Gaiden, which is sad because I'd rather have Ninja Gaiden in better shape. But nonetheless, a complete in-box game. And for that stack of 8 games, I paid $20. So, not a bad deal. Once again, not the greatest haul over 2 months. I could have found a lot better stuff, but things are winding down here in the garage sale realm, I guess you could say. And I think that's kind of well known across YouTube. It's been dying over the past few weeks. So I'm lucky to find even this stuff. I'm happy with what I found. I hope to continue shooting videos in the future. I had said before that I don't really know how this is gonna go, and how well this is gonna be translating over time to YouTube. I've had a really hard time finding stuff, and with being busy at work and school, now that school started, it's kind of been really frustrating to find nothing and then try to make a video for that week. So there may be another big jump from this video coming out, but all I could say is let's just hope that there is something bigger on the horizon than something like this. But I do appreciate all the support and the views that I've gotten, even though it's been a slow start for me. But that is it for me. Keep watching, please, and that's all I can ask. So that's it for me. Have a good one, guys.